The focus of this week's math packet is solving two-step word problems. Included are some really key strategies for helping your child solve them. If they're able to retell or to visualize the problem in their head or draw a picture, they will have a much better chance of solving it and figuring it out. The other key one that we talk about in class is looking for keywords that show operations. There's also some pictures of anchor charts included to help. When we look at this first anchor chart where it talks about how do I know which operation to use, it's critical because I use this language in my class all the time. With addition and multiplication, you're both finding a total here, but sometimes you're going to have the equal groups, like with multiplication, and sometimes you're going to have unequal groups with addition. Subtraction and division work the very same way. But instead of finding a total, you're finding a partner or a group of something. Again, they're different because division, you're doing things with equal groups, and subtraction is unequal groups. I'm going to show you and walk you through two different problems from the packet to help explain what I mean with these strategies and knowing which operation to use. So the first read through says, a florist has 8 vases. He put 12 flowers in each. In each vase, 4 flowers were lilies and the rest were roses. How many roses did the florist use in all? Let's go back now and reread for that understanding and that visualization. So a florist has 8 vases. I'm going to circle 8 vases, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw a picture of those 8 vases. So here's 1 vase, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very basic. I know there are 12 flowers in each. I'm going to do tallies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the first one. Now, here I see the words in each, and I know that's going to mean equal groups. And equal groups can mean multiplication or division. So I label the words in each with those words and symbols to remind myself when it comes time to write the equation what I'm thinking so I don't forget. In each vase there are 4 flowers that are lilies. The rest, are roses. The rest makes me think subtraction. And if I'm thinking subtraction, I'm thinking that that is a partner, right? Part of the flowers are roses, so that makes the 4 lilies also a part or a partner, making the 12 flowers a total. Last, my question, how many roses did the florist use in all? In all is a key word we talk about for total, and I know that when I find a total, I can add or I can multiply. So again, that's why I'm writing those symbols there. Now, let's come back to our picture. So I know I put the 12 flowers, I didn't finish the 12 flowers, in my first vase. I know 4 of them are lilies and the rest are roses. And my question is asking me about roses. So I'm going to take away 4 tally marks to represent those 4 lilies. And that equation would be 12 minus 4, leaving me with 8 tallies or 8 roses in one vase. So if every vase had the same amount, those equal groups, I can go ahead and write 8 in each of these vases to show that there would be 8 more roses in all of those vases. So, looking at my picture now, I have 8 vases, and there's 8 roses in each. How many roses would there be in all? 64 total roses. This next problem is going to be a little more challenging than the one we just did because already looking here, I'm not looking for an answer, I'm looking for an equation to match my problem. So let's read. Maria is writing a 500-word story for a contest. She wrote 230 words on Monday and 132 words on Tuesday. Which of the following number sentences could be used to find the number of words she needs to write on Wednesday to finish the 500-word story? Again, we're going to go back now and reread and try and visualize what's happening here. So she's writing a 500-word story. 500 words, that is the total number she can write. So then she writes 230 words on Monday. That makes 230 a partner to get up to the 500. And then the 132 on Tuesday is again another partner. So I'm going to label both of those numbers partners. Now, I didn't see any clear words for an operation to use here. But if I'm reading critically and carefully, I should notice something. Each of those 3 days, did she write the same amount or different amount of words? She wrote different amounts. So those would be unequal groups, which would make me think addition or subtraction. So there I'm able to figure out what operations I might be able to use. Now, another strategy the kids are familiar with is called math mountains. And in a math mountain, at the top goes your total number, and then at the bottom go the partners. And that third partner is one we don't know, so we put a question mark. We know that the partners can add up together to equal to this total of 500, or I could subtract those partners from the total and figure out what's left. So based on this math mountain, I would generally write the equation here as 500 minus 230 minus 132 equals, I don't know. Now, if I come to my answer choices, I can see that none of them exactly match up with what I wrote. So let's take a look and see if I can eliminate any of my answer choices. Looking initially at D, I can see there's only one operation symbol, and in my equation, I wrote 2. I should also know that 500 minus 100 or 230 does not equal 132. So I'm going to cross out D. Looking at choice C, oh, it has my numbers in the same order that I put them, but wait, I use subtraction. Here, it uses addition. I can't add the total to my partners and get the missing partner. That would not make sense. So I'm going to cross out C. Now this leaves me with 2 choices, A and B. Let's look. 500 minus matches with what I did. Then they put their equal sign. Doesn't match exactly what I did. Here, it kind of matches with the 230 minus the 132, but I wasn't subtracting my partner from my total because I don't know it. I can't subtract it like that. Let's look at B. 230 plus 132 plus blank equals 500. If I look at my math mountain, oh, it almost matches exactly, right? My 500 is just at the top here. I could have written this with subtraction or with addition to find my missing partner, which would be B.